Yes, thank you. Thank you, great BIAFRANS. Thank you, great people of the rising sun. Thank you, lovers of freedom, friends of BIAFRANS all over the world. Thank you so much. Thank you, my ministers, honorable members of BRGIE, Biafra Government in Exile, and the federal government in Homeland. Thank you so much, my ladies and comrades. I am Mazoe Kashuku, and code number. Sorry, one of my internet provider got suspended 2 days behind. I don't know what happened. I think yeah, was this days. Don't know what happened. So this is why I'm not on media as usual. But that is the right way. Thank you for joining. Please share the space. There is a plot to silence us out of media. There is a campaign or underground work to make sure that BRGIE is silent out of media or BRGIE supporters or patriotic Biafrans. If you noticed, you will know they are doing so by complaining our accounts, spamming accounts, and also instigating face-off to get some people angry, to stop them from coming to the media. They are doing that. If you observe, if you can analyze properly, you will see this. But the question is this: are they going to succeed? The answer is no. As long as you and I, who are patriotic Biafrans, remain consistency personified, as long as we revisit our leaders' past messages, broadcasts, words of encouragement and admonition, as long as we revisit it and rekindle our strength, energy, and also, increase our mental toughness. Our leader told us, our leader Mazinan Bekano, the incorruptible, unbribable leader, the educator, liberator, the savior of my time, the savior I can see, the savior I have seen in my time, that I seen and trust in everything he has done and said that are coming to pass, that have come to pass. He told us that a time comes we shouldn't rely on our willpower or muscle power, rather we go to our mental ability. As we all know, mental power propels the physical power to act. No matter how good you are, muscularly built, whatever, if your mental ability, mental power is weak, you will be deep abini. Yes, you will be seen as deep abini. That is why I see some muscularly built individual. You will think that this person, if he come, he will destroy everywhere. But let me tell you, little thing, someone will just make that, will review the cowardice in that person. They think that he will destroy everywhere, that he has the power to do, and then because he has the weak mental power, mental ability of that person is very weak, very, very weak. That is why unable to prepare his physical willpower to act. So our mental power is very, very important at this point in time, to endure, to withstand, to chase and trample upon all the the enemy has been throwing at us and going to throw at us. You have to prepare for the worst and expect the worst. That is it. And always bear it in mind that a quitter does not win, and a winner does not quit. We are winners and we never quit. And also remember, greater the risk, greater the profit. Also bear it in mind that closer the victory, tougher the battle. And in all things, always bear this in mind. Unity is power. Unity is victory. And unity is freedom. As written on my account there, my profile, it's been there for a long time. Yes, this is what I always have in mind, that unity is power. That is one of the source of power. That is one of the great foundation led by our great ancestors. You know, unity. And the enemies understand this very well. They understand it properly. They too well understand it. That is why they invested resources, time. They invested the money and human resources and time in doing everything to get us divided. Whenever they see that we are restoring our originality, that great foundation that's our ancestors laid for us, they will trigger their stock in trade. Whenever they see that we are coming together, we are achieving something with our unity, they will trigger their stock in trade. You know, I do remember some years back, when you come to social media like this, hardly you see our people. Everything we see, Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. You know, sometimes again, whenever you hear on newspaper that armed robber robbed somewhere here, some place, go and lead the name. It must be a Biafran person. And some people will be surprised. This person is my brother, is my family member, is my he's not a criminal. He's not a criminal, he's not a criminal. Some people say, you know, some say, you know, children of nowadays, who knows? Who knows whether they, you know, they do this one, use this one to camouflage. You know, some of our people will conclude in that. That is one of the another bad side of our people. You know, they're standing firm and defending that person, you know, without saying, but who knows whether you know, that's been a problem. And we have to defend your brother, defend your sister, defend your own before any other thing. When you come and see where your brother is being unleashed, don't need of asking what happened, who is at fault. Defend him first, save the life first. That is normal. Yes, before asking what he did, you know. Yes, he should be alive before answering his own side. What SARS is good at, they always make video. You know, social media that came out, all this thing that happening now, don't start today. Everything we see today does not start today. Social media just make it as if it's a new something. It has been happening. There's no a year since after the genocidal war. They claim no victor, no vanquish. There's no year. There's no year. There has then have they resolved in systematically, extrajudicially unliving our people. There's no year thousands. There's no year thousands are not being massacred. There's no year thousands are not being massacred. Okay, there's no year. There's no year thousands are not being massacred. Every year, but why do we not know is like this? Because no media, and the mainstream media being controlled by those who hate us. Yes, they hate us. Despite that, the new generation, who have, they are trying to, some of them are trying to, after seeing that there's no reason for that hate. This is where I brought up. I was not born there, but place you go, you do business and you go secondary school there, you know, the whole business and business, there's something you know. Yes, I learned that enabled me to speak the language and some dialects. So I was able to discover radio, that the radio house their specialty is not to disseminate information or news, but to continue fabricating never happened stories, to demonize the IGBO and anyone as those associates or identify with that IGBO. These are their specialty, nothing more. To fabricate never happened stories. But being somebody who know who I am, who carrying the blood of our great ancestors, some of them I don't even have evidence then, but when I hear it, my instincts always told me that this is wrong. This is not who we are. This is not who we are. Sometimes I will be angry. Hearing all this, I won't remember why I'm angry. I'll ask myself, suddenly I will remember that because of that untrue stories. You know, if you see where they are speaking it in their dialect, in their deep tongue, where they will gather listening to it. If you are not fluent or deep in their tongue, you will not understand what they are saying. You know, yes. And whenever they make it, whenever they see you, they will see you as a monster. They will see you as our born in that land, especially our ladies. They began to, isolate. When they see Biafrans, fellow Biafrans, they will be isolating. Some of them can even, when you speak Igbo to them, they will respond to you with, that situation. This is what I experienced. I'm telling you, okay. So what caused it? The vested and that tool of division, hatred, demonization, stereotyping, yes, narratives, just to divide us, just to make us hated, and actually they did it for a long time. And the so-called Ohaneze Igbo World Congress, which today I consider anti-Igbo nation, anti-Biafra, but hiding under Igbo nomenclature. These are the things. They did not achieve anything beneficial, not single thing. Anybody challenge anybody to tell me one thing Ohaneze achieved for the Igbo nation, let alone Biafra in general. Tell me one. Ohaneze goes by his nomenclature. Well, one of the most part of his objective is to promote Igbo culture, identity, to unite the Igbo nationals. These are most part of his objectives, but did they do any? The answer is no. Rather, their actions are totally anti-Igbo. Anti-Igbo. The topic says, what legacy, what achievements generation after us inherit? I owe you loan. What achievements, what legacy generations after us inherit? That is the question. You ask yourself the question. You as a parent, you as an adult, Biafran, all over the world, anywhere you find yourself, ask yourself questions. Some people said, all the things we are eating today, all the food, spice, many of us make billions from annually from all these dry fruits, herbal fruits, herbal remedies, spice, everything that discovered by our great ancestors. The question is, what have we achieved? What are we achieved? What have we discovered? What's our generation? What have we achieved that our ancestors, our generation after us should inherit? What are we going to leave for them when we might have joined the way of our ancestors? What are they going to inherit from us? That is the question. Is our generation going to be here for nothing without achieving anything? Okay? Every generation is supposed to at least innovate, create, discover something that generation after them will at least we stand on and the fifth generation or to come, you know, before such thing we phase out. But what our own, what have we achieved? That's the question. Now we are here. The one that is resting on our shoulder here now is in making sure that our children do not inherit the status quo, called one fraudulently created nigger area. The contraption created for the benefit of strangers only, to the detriment of the entire indigenous population. Yes. Are we going to allow our children to inherit it? Because it's deteriorating. 10 years ago, people are then saying that, this is worse. They're saying, but today people are referring to 10 years ago. So something is better than 10 years ago. Some are saying, 1980s, 1990s, 1970s, things are better. That time, people are still complaining. You know? People are complaining. But I want to tell you why the system is not created for you to benefit the indigenous population, rather to gradually exterminate, gradually destroy the indigenous population, and also diminish our identity, our cultural identity. One, I began to ruminate over something. After the genocidal war, the what's it called? The Nsukka Library, Department of Chemical Research, Department of Chemical Research, yes, destroyed. That act alone, if analyzed, shows that what we are going through today is calculated, is premeditated, is something that reason. In fact, it's already been planned before the so-called independence. Because if they plan to have a progressive country, they would have sustained that research and invest in that area if they truly want a united country. If not that they have what you see today, they have it in mind. Everything calculated, and they have estimated that 100 years, you see, that 100 years of amalgamation that expired on 2014, they put 100 years for reason. There's something that expected to be at least to be okay according to their calculation, but to us to be destroyed, to enable them to achieve their target. The man that is behind Ogudi we were talking about today, nobody knows him, not everybody knows him. He's alive. He's behind every science and technology university in Nigeria, single-handedly. He's the one that established it. Every science and technology university in Nigeria today, undisputable. He's brain behind it. But did you hear his name? Did anybody hear his name? The man that the self-made billionaire, that if for that time, if you calculate his net for that time, equivalent, who is Dangote, he will be going to the richest, among the richest people in the world, okay? Not in Africa. We're competing with the world. Self-made, not a monopoly. Not monopoly, because if Nigeria are truthful people, Dangote don't qualify to be among, because monopoly is supposed to be a crime. Even if he's an imbecile, you give such monopoly, he will make it. Yes, he will make it. So that man whose Rolls-Royce was used to welcome Elizabeth II in 1952, whose most of the federal government property in Lagos, they owned by him, the man whose son saw today, 50 years ago, who graduated at the age of 22 with the master's, he came back, he saw a furnished office for him, full air conditioned, for him to stay there work. He said no. He went and looked for a job. To tell us people were choosing those heroes, some heroes are choosing from the mother's womb, you know. He went and looked for work. He worked for some months, either 2 months plus. He said no, he went to enroll in Nigerian military. He trained Obasanjo. He stopped Nigerian military from wearing shorts. He's the one made Nigerian military be wearing trousers. They were wearing shorts like Kotoma before, like a Boy Scout, or how would I put it? You know, so that is how he's the one behind the restructuring Nigerian military. You know, his education and his experience earned him he rose in rank. He trained many people. Very, very humanistic, life valued general, finest general. You know, he saw today, something years ago, he had everything one combined. Was born with diamond school, not silver, not gold, diamond school. But he said no. He said no. His plan was everybody to middle bet what happened to them today not to happen. What happened to them today not to happen. For all indigenous people to live a good life, to die with dignity, and enjoy the natural deposit in their soil, and also be a good neighbor to their neighbors. Yes, that was his plan. But the criminals, you know, the pot that called kettle black, the pots that called kettle black, like of war criminal Gowan, Jack Yakubu, and war criminal T.Y. Danjuma, even though he's speaking today, and war criminal Obasanjo, and other indigenous, late indigenous and immigrants, you know, Fulani, children of Osman and Fodio. They deceived the people with Britain, deceived the Prince of Benin, and only for them to for him to renege from the Aburi Accord. He sponsored the movement. They went to Aburi. Aburi is a place in Ghana, is the name of a city or village or town in Ghana. You know? Aburi. Accord. Accord is another language. Accord is agreement. Aburi agreement. You know? What was the agreement? For regional, you know, for you to weak center, for everybody to be on what you see Britain practicing today, what India is practicing today, what China is practicing today, what US is practicing today. Some people come and give example, big countries with population, but you don't compare their system of government. What India that today now you come to India, they have Delhi police, they have Maharashtra police, they have Punjab police, they have what's it called? All the states, they have different. All the states, they have Uttarakhand police, they have Sikkim police, they have Manipur police. All the police, all of them, but they have their own police. They have their own law. They have their own law. But ministry, one. Okay? Each state have chief ministers. Then they have a prime minister that is in charge of all. But each state have chief ministers. Have their prime minister. They have their president. Their president is only one person that the ministry salutes. The prime minister is in charge of economy and other things, but the president commands the military. Okay? So they are living fine. Some people say, look at this population, how are they be able to live fine? You know? They have their different, and one thing they have done that is not is to, they will tell you that these people that with religion of violence everywhere, they never allow them to grow in population. They said it because their target anywhere they are for them. If you see them keep quiet anywhere, I mean that they have not grown in population, and they are not in charge of vital part of the government. Otherwise, they are the same all over the world. China never even allowed them at all. And some people will be castigating China. No. I love China more. Don't listen to mainstream media. They are evil. They are deceitful. Okay? China is doing the right thing for it. And as long as your city is not okay, because his charity begins at home. You go to their website, tell you Chinese first. That is best thing. That is why I love what Trump is doing. Charity, they say, begins at home. You don't be Okamanama, you don't be Okamanama, good at outside, but you don't kill like Peter Obi, the London boy, the useless moron. You know? So that is it. Dear friends, what are we leaving to our children after our generation? That is the question you should ask yourself. Are you subscribing to the plot to keep us out of media? Because their agent always join our space to attack our accounts. What I'm telling them is this: you may do it to others, you may continue doing it. If be enemy, I will respect you as enemy. Stop attacking us. We are not taking what belongs to anybody. We are not taking what belongs to Fulani, what belongs to Yoruba, what belongs to Britain, what belongs to anybody in the world. Rather, us. And we are not, our leader have said it that what nation the president in our lands is not for us alone. But we have to decide how it goes. We have to. If you read this through us, anybody, whether EU, whether is Arabo, Britain, their aim is to annihilate us because of oil and gas. Then for us to be stateless, for us to be exterminated, for someone else to take over our land and rename it because they want to be getting our oil and gas facility. I can tell you here as one of the progenitors of the progenitors of the land of humanity, whether you like it or not, our ancestors have lived in that land a million plus years. You know, he used to deliberately distort history. Not that they distort history, they remove it. They turn everything upside down. They change the name of the characters in anything they write. They change the name of places. It's something that happened in your own land. They will think that it happened somewhere else. Mention the name of your ancestors because they change the names. They put us in confusion. That you can never understand that everything they're talking about you and your ancestors. They change the names. They change the locations. They change the locations. Make you, and when you don't know your history, you don't know where, that means you don't know where you're coming from. How would you know where you're going? This is one of the worst crimes against humanity. You know, those who have the mind to do all this, you will know that they don't wish you well. So why would you be wasting your time thinking that anything good will come from them for you? Please, if you come to the space, if you want to speak, okay, and have the mic. If you are expecting them to give you something good, or for anybody to leave your land to bring you something good, if not, that's package shining like gold, but inside is rotten. Inside is scorpion. Inside is poison, but outside is shining. All that glitters are not gold. I'm asking African youth today, I hear my voice. As long as I'm speaking the facts, I am not afraid of any human being on this planet Earth. The only thing, if I'm speaking lies, if what I'm saying is lie, and I am not afraid of death, because this is not my first time. So many of us here, and the death while defending this is honorable one. And by the way, you coming to after my life, do you have your own life controlled, or do you have your own life expectancy elongated? Or by the way, your blood blue, green, white, yellow? I presume it descend red like mine. So why would I be afraid of you? If you should be afraid of me, you should be afraid of me. Yes, because you have pushed me you have turned me to beast. Your action have radicalized me, and no human being that is reasonable should blame our action. before you blame action, first of all, go and know where we are coming from and assess if we can wear our shoes. We have worn for decades. If you can wear it for a month. So if you can, before you can speak against us, know where we're coming from. So if you want to get our resources, if you want to get our, come through the door. We have a handshake. You benefit our neighbor. In fact, our leader said it, our neighbors will get it free of charge. Yes, we want to live and govern ourselves, make our laws according to our culture. Europe is divided along tribal line. That is why they are peaceful. You see some 4 million, some 3 million, some even 1 point something million, some 10 million, some 5 million. Then you come and above 80 million Biafrans, you are depriving us, trying to fight us because we want to stand on our own, our inalienable right. We owe you no apology. We owe you no permission. We don't have any, we don't need, the only criteria we need is to, the people we are together, did they agree? Did they agree? Did they vote yes? That is the only thing we need. Otherwise, no other thing. It's in our DNA, it's in our this thing to, we don't hold you back. Amazonia we see today was once part of Eastern region. Amazonia. Many people don't know. When they decide to leave, nobody hold them back. They just table their distance, they request, they want to stay. Yes, and it was granted without any hesitation, without any argument. That is to tell you who we are. It is our inalienable right. The rights, natural rights. So if it's because of the resources, which I know is the resource, you get it free. Our leader have said it. You that are coming from the West, Europe and Britain, that you are not remorseful for all the evil you have committed. Yes, you are still pushing it. Those things you are thinking, we are not revenging anyone. But when you are continuing doing it, then you are reminding us the past. But that's, if your mind is because you are afraid of revenge, no. It has happened, it has happened. But you continue doing it is reminding us who is attacking the space. Stop that. Stop attacking the space, okay? Stop that. Stop. I've warned you several times. I warn you directly and indirectly, but you don't want to listen. Directly and indirectly, I warned you. Stop attacking Biafrans. Stop attacking our account. You don't want to listen. I've warned you directly and indirectly, you don't want to listen. Walaboko Bruntishiria. Abatashmabaka mini leji sekelala. Abatashmabaka mini leji sekelala. The only permission I need to deal with you is to make sure that my hands are clean. And what I'm saying is truth. If you don't want to listen, not everybody will attack you. Stay clear, leave Biafrans alone, leave our account alone. Go, if you want to be enemy, stay as enemy. I will respect you. Stop, come and hide under this thing and get to attack our account. Stop it. Stop it. We have lost a lot, at least no history in the history of this world, nobody have lost, no nation have lost 5 million children. I'm warning you, stay clear. So, dear friends, what legacy, what achievement are we leaving for our children? Are we leaving for our generation after us? What legacy are we leaving for them? Is it a system? Is this a system where every year, the past year, will be better than the new year? Where they said, 1980 things better, 1990 things better, 2000 things better, you know. But let me tell you, go and ask Chinese people now. Go to ask Chinese person. Go now ask them. They will tell you that their today is better than their 10 years ago. Go and ask India person, they will tell you the same. That is a system that is structured to work for the benefit of the people. Okay? Go and ask them. But this one now is look at the people now. Even the worst regime of the criminal, death, mask wearer, people are even now saying that it's better than the. So that is it's not it's deliberate. It's structured to be system where only foreigners are protected. Indigenous people, owners of the land, are vulnerable. Thanks to Biafran for joining. Hardcore, you're welcome. The Young, thank you for coming to the mic. Please, we are asking ourselves this question that I ask myself. What achievement, what legacy generation after us we inherit? That is what you should ask yourself. From today, then ask yourself this question: if you are not doing it right, and what is more important? What is more important is of paramount importance that is imperative for us to do than what we're doing now. What is more important? What achievement? What legacy? What is more important than our ancestral land? If there is any, let me know, so that maybe I am confused, or we are ignorant. If there's any other thing that is more important for us to secure, so for us to fight for now, let us know. But as for me and many millions of Biafrans, our freedom and our ancestral land that is irreplaceable is what is of paramount importance, that needs urgent attention for us to secure. Is more important than any other thing. Is more important than World Bank 100. Because I'm not talking about the resources. Because whether it is go to the resources, that is the place that guarantees the sustainability of our race. Our continuous existence, that land guaranteed it. If we lost that land, no more. Thank you. Thank you for joining. The Young, you have the mic.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi Nkodinamba. For the always updating Biafrans and carrying Biafrans citizens along. Thank you, Mbedoma, from my side. Mbedoma, great Biafrans. My greetings go to Biafra BRGIE government. I love my government so much. I love my government. Anytime I'm sleeping, I sleep peacefully because of the government, Biafra BRGIE government, who had worked and made it possible for our loved ones back in homeland to be safe. Not only our loved ones, those in homeland, including we who have run to exile just to survive, just to make sure that our loved ones in homeland also survive. So I so much love the efforts of Biafra BRGIE government. Although we are having a setback, but our setback never determine our future for us. We that know where we are coming from and where we are going. Because in journey of life and in journey of freedom, if there's no pain, there will be no gain. So everything we are expressing today on our way going to possess the promised land of Biafra nation, believe me, it is part of what will make us strong and strong and strong in future to come and in generation to come. Thank you, Mazi, for the topic and for the opportunity you give to Biafrans to express their feelings and their understanding in this life. But I want to put up something. You know, like based on the structure of life we find ourselves here, the thing have led so many people. So many people don't know the purposes of their creation, and so many people don't know why their God bring them onto this earth. Because we have found ourselves in a society where we work for ourselves before we survive. So that makes us, we don't have time to make a research. We don't have time to make a research for history, and we don't have time to know who we are or our purposes on this earth. For me, based on the topic today, for me, all I want to restore or to achieve for my born generation and unborn generation is my freedom and also their freedom. My freedom and also their freedom. As I am, I have already, because of the type of society I found myself and the government which I grew up under them, because of they have pushed me to the wall, and I have run. I have run. They refuse to stop chasing me. They have chased me to the wall. I have no option than to turn back with Iwe and Onuma and start chasing them and start fighting them back. So Biafrans, all we have for our generation is their freedom. Every one of us must understand this. If we loved our children, our born children, the children we have born, that we are seeing them growing healthily, if we love them, and if we love those that we have not born, we must make up our mind that we will restore a nation that there will grow up and start practicing equal rights, equity, and justice. A nation that there will grow up as seen number one present in the same hall with them. A nation that there will grow up as see their state administrator in the same religious temple with them. A nation that there will grow up as see their state representative in federal level, they are shaking handshake with them, in which the same thing and the same equity and justice the Western people and the United States of America today and Asia country, all of them are practicing that. Why then did they carry a corrupt democracy, a corrupt Democrat to us in Sahel desert, which is West Africa and the whole Africa continent? They never allowed us to make the same practice of Democrats that them are practicing in their own country. You go to America today, a president is not allowed to travel whenever he come down from his seat. You go to China today, a president is not allowed when his tenure is over for him to travel outside the country. When your tenure is over, in America, in other parts of the world, when your tenure is over, you must be in that your country. You must stay in that your country with your citizens. But in Africa here, every leader which this corrupt colonist master elect, whenever their tenure is over, they will run out to Germany, or they will run out to United Kingdom, or they will run out to Saudi Arabia, or they will run out to a country of their choice. The question we should ask ourselves, why is all this going on? Why is our leader always feel comfortable in another man's land? That question, we Biafrans, we have the answer for it. The answer for it is for us to end that corrupt entity that we found ourselves as one of them, while the world know that we are not part of that entity. Rather, they are forcefully emerge us together with them, just for their own interests. For me, I have looked around the world. Nothing gives me joy. Nothing gives me joy. Since I was born, I have not felt hunger for one day. I was born and brought up in Biafra land. My land, when I was growing up, my land, it is what feed us year to year. Year to year, we don't know what is hunger. We don't know what is hardship. But why are we in exile today? We try to survive in our land. Still, these people don't allow us to survive. Upon they deny us every of our rights. But still, they deny us the right to live. They hunt for us with gun to kill us. Biafrans, my own achievement on this earth is to liberate myself. Not only to liberate myself, but to liberate the future of unborn generation who are coming. The reason we need to have this tough mental toughness, that we have to liberate ourselves and liberate the future of our born children and those we have. The reason is this. Ask yourself, if since we are born, the life have been so tough, the life have been so tough that we work, we sweat, and sweat started entering our mouth, and we feel the taste of our sweat. That is what they call hardship. There are some citizens in America that heat, since they were born, heat have not come out from their body. He said that they went to exercise before they express anything that they called heat. But here in Africa, we have take sufferness as our relative. But we, the Biafrans, we know where we are coming from, and we reject that. And that is why we are fighting these enemies to make sure that we liberate ourselves from their chain and from their evil agendas which they have planned years ago. And I ask Biafrans, if life is so tough this way, the question we should ask ourselves, how is this life gonna be in next in next 10 years, in next 20 years, in next 30 years? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. And believe me, the life gonna be tough. Those who still embrace that zoological country, that zoo as a country, the life gonna be tough for them. But for we Biafrans, we have made up our mind. We have made up our mind to carry arms, to fight and defend what is rightful, belong to us. That land of Biafra, it belongs to Biafra. It belongs to God of Biafra. It belongs to God of air, which is God of Biafra. For those who always castigate us, that Biafra is not, this is not the way to achieve Biafra. Our spring leader, our prime minister have tell you people, you should pack your bag and leave Biafra land. But if you people refuse to pack your bag to leave Biafra land, if you people decide to be sabotaging the effort of Biafra BRGIE government, the land of Biafra will keep on swallowing its enemy.
People told them,
And the
people said, Biafran people told them. Yes. Thank you. Go ahead. Biafran
okay,
people
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We are telling them to leave our land. Above 80 million Biafrans.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Yes, for that correction. Thank you. Yes, those who always sit at the side, telling Biafra government, suggesting for Biafra government that this is the way to do it, or that is the way to do it. We don't need your suggestion. And those who always say to Biafra government, killing the enemy is not the way to achieve our freedom. Well, sure, we are no more asking you to leave our land, but the spirit of the land will start. The spirit of the land has been doing its work perfectly, but it will keep on consuming those who always bring setback and bring barrier to us. Because the life we found ourselves in that zoo, the life we found ourselves in West Africa, the life we found ourselves is the life of worthless, the life of hopeless, and the life of futureless. Where is hope? Where is future? Where is life? In a society where the government cannot give its citizens job, in a society where the government cannot give its citizens good road, security, and steady electricity, then what else? Since I was born, I have been hearing that children, the leaders of tomorrow. But at my age, my grandpa is still coming up to rule. Then where is that future? If a man who cannot even think for itself can be your leader, how can a man who cannot think for itself, how can he think for over 300 and 250 million citizens? You don't see that place is a shit hole that if any person that supports that place to keep on existing must be consumed by the evil that have been swallowing the innocent people in that territory. It doesn't matter where the person are, because it is quite unfortunately that many who have succeeded to run out from that zoological country are the ones who always spoil our efforts whenever we are we are just a kilometer to our destination. You will see them, there will appear to destroy or to distract us, because they can never destroy us. It's only to distract us for just for a moment, but they can never destroy our effort. So Biafrans, all we have to achieve is our total freedom, to make sure that that land that our forefather fight and sacrifice everything they have to make sure that they are protected that land for their generation. And we are the generation that our forefather fight and protected the land and had it over to us. Is it in our own time? Is it in your own time that you will allow the enemy to come and occupy the heritage which your forefather, which Chukwuka have given to our forefather, and our forefather hand it over to us? Biafrans, we must fight, because I don't see in the whole world, I don't see future for every Biafran. Biafran, we are being hated all over the world because of our God. Because our God always make us king anywhere we appear. And the world always see that mark in our forehead. They hate you not because you are hardworking, but they hate you because wherever you enter, even though you enter a desert where there's no water, Chukwuka Biama will, because of you, and open a hole from ground, and water will start coming down there. That is the reason why these people, why the whole world hate us. Mana, our forefather tell us that when you are hated in outside, do not allow yourself to be hated in your own land. Why some Biafrans will be having double mind of what they want? Why some Biafrans will because of the distraction of the enemy, will be confused in this tough time? Because of the enemy, those who was clapping for our government now run on top the fence, saying that they are sitting on top the fence to wait for our spring leaders for them to come out. But I must say to Biafrans, that is not the solution. Those who have been funding Biafra BRIC government should come down from that fence and start funding Biafra BRIC government massively. Because our enemies, their fund is coming in bulk. Their fund, our enemy, their arms is coming in dozens. And their fund is coming in bulk. But we, the Biafran people, our fund is coming by donation. So those that are expecting Biafra government to fly a fighter jet and to go and destroy our enemy, the question we should ask ourselves, is it by the pin that we are bringing? And even some people have even run and said that they will not kill themselves, run away. Is it by running away that Biafra government will go and delegitimize all those enemy occupying Biafra land in different barracks? No, you running away will not solve the problem. What will solve the problem is all of us to come together, to bring our resources, to gather our resources in one basket, and make sure we fight this battle. We fight this battle not that we will always wage the enemy, or not we should be waiting for the enemy until they are penetrated, until they are cross middle belt, they are enter Habeni state, they are go down to Alanso, or they are go up to Odenugu state before you started running out to fight. No, we have to wage the enemies at the middle belt. We don't even need to allow them to cross Kogi. We need to wage them at the middle belt and take the battle to them, as our leader told them. Our leader, our spring leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, told them that you people should not think that this war, you people are 1967 to 1970. You people
Round up in a minute because
okay, okay, yeah, you people penetrated and fought in Biafra land, but this century we are going to take the war to every of their doorstep, and for this journey of liberation, you must have it in mind that this war, we are going to fight this war until our enemy will be nowhere to be found. Because if we allow this enemy to exist in generation to come, maybe 50 years, maybe 100 years, that time me and you may not be around. Their grandchildren may recruit, may reinforce, and still come and attack our children that time. So Biafrans, let we all know that freedom is precious.
Me? Can you hear me? Young, please, I'm so sorry to announce to you that our information minister is live on the airspace now. Please, I'm so sorry. Please, as is our tradition, we are going to join the space, please.